to be with us this particular morning.
I really appreciate.
Now tell us, for the benefit of the viewer mwenye maybe haja kujua bado, tuambie Kevin Nyakundi ni nani na yeye ufanya gani nini?
Thank you so much once again. I'm really humbled, and it's my pleasure to be here today.
Right.
My name is Kelvin Nyakundi. For those who do not know who is Kelvin Nyakundi, Mr. Kelvin Nyakundi is a gospel minister. I'm the founder of Sauti ya Dhahabu, and also the lead trainer at Sauti ya Dhahabu Training Institute, an institute that I founded. Apart from that, I'm also an author of 3 books. I have come with them here today.
Right.
I think we shall know much about them.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, now you've talked about Sauti ya Dhahabu. Sauti ya Dhahabu, in translation to English, is voice of gold. Something
Exactly,
like that.
the golden voice.
Right. Now, do tell us about the story behind you coming up with the name Sauti ya Dhahabu.
First and foremost, I'll say, when I was back at the university, I really wished one day to be a journalist. I really wished that one day I can be in the space of media. So I remember back then, even since when I was a young kid, I always used to narrate stories, do some documentaries, something that I loved, and it was an art inside me. So it happened that one day I just did a clip. Someone was interviewing me, and I posted it in my TikTok account. And it went viral. People started commenting, the golden voice. You have a golden voice. In Sauti ya Dhahabu. So it originated itself from there. And also realized that inside me, there's something that is very unique. So I called myself Sauti ya Dhahabu.
Right. So your voice has inspired many. So what inspires you to inspire others? Or what's the story? I've seen your videos on TikTok, mostly zinaongelelea, siku moja mama, you talk about your mom, you want to make your mom happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Do tell us about the inspirations behind your inspirations that you're giving out there.
One thing I'll tell you, Masharia, personally, I'm that one person when I see people's life change or being inspired in some way, it always speak something positive inside my heart. And when I just see people in my TikTok account saying, "Oh, you've blessed my heart. I had given up in my life, but since I started listening to you, I think I can still go on with life." Only that, just those simple messages that touches people's soul usually inspire me in my life so much. So when I keep seeing people being changed, people being inspired, people being blessed each and every day, that gives me a drive to keep on doing, because I'm giving life to people. Exactly.
Now before tuendelee, there's someone who's watching you out there. He's saying you look familiar. Nataka uonyeshe kenye ufanya.
Okay.
Yeah.
Na bila shaka popote pale ulipo, hujambo mpenzi msikilizaji, ikiwa ni wakati mwingine tunapatana hewani, natumai ya kwamba ubuheri wa afya. Msikilizaji wangu, jina langu ni Kelvin Nyakundi na hii ni Sauti ya Dhahabu. Ila nilipofika hapa sikubisha hodi, ona sasa unanikaribisha kwa tabasamu. Aliniambia mamangu siku moja, mwanangu, sauti ya mnyonge au maskini haiendi mbali. Akaniambia, mama mwanangu, jitahidi sana ili siku moja sauti yako isikike. Nikamhakikishia mama, nenda shuleni, nitajitia nibo masomoni mama, nitajikaza sana, nitajifunga kibwebo, hata kama nitalala njaa nitapambana, ila siku moja jina lako litajulikana kwa sababu yangu. Nikamhakikishia mama, nikamwambia mama, nisikilize, siku moja utaheshimika kwa sababu yangu. Nikamwambia mama, nisikilize, siku moja utapigiwa makofi kwa sababu yangu. Hata nikamhakikishia mama, nikamwambia mama, nisikilize, siku moja utaitwa Ikulu kwa sababu yangu. Vile vile naye babangu hakusita, liniita kijanangu, njoo nikupe ndumo. Baba akaniambia, mwanangu, kwenye pitepite za maisha utapitia kufeli, kwenye pitepite za maisha. Baba akaniambia, mwanangu, utapanga hili litatokea lile, utapanga lile litatokea hili, lakini unapofeli usiache ndoto zako zikaangamia. Babangu akaniambia, mwanangu, unapofeli usiache fikra na mawazo yako yakapotea. Baba akaniambia, mwanangu, unapofeli anguka, inuka, jikukute tena, songa mbele. Maana Yesu katika safari yake ukombozi wa mwanadamu alianguka mara 3 na baadaye alimkomboa mwanadamu. Petero katika safari yake ya kuvua samaki usiku kucha hakupata kitu chochote, ila Yesu alipokuja kavua samaki wengi ajabu. Hii ni sauti ya dhahabu. Jina langu ni Kelvin Nyakundi. Hakika ipo siku Afrika na dunia mzima bila shaka itafurahia kwa sababu yetu.
Bila shaka.
Exactly.
Now, do tell us about, you do, inspirations, videos, you do writing, and you're also a musician. So how do you multitask between, these two, these careers?
Wow, I usually call myself a multi-talented, dynamic young David, because I usually believe I'm the rising David of this generation.
Right.
The David that my young generation needs. So, personally, I'm that one guy who's very ambitious in life and always working hard. Basically, ukiangalia vizuri sana, with us youths, we usually have some time tunaweza sema kwamba this is an idle time, maybe it's a time that sina kitu ya kufanya. For example, kama wewe ukitoka sasa hivi hapa, kuna mahali ambapo utaenda, maybe utakuwa na activities zozote za kufanya. So how do you utilize your time? I usually say, the Bible says, utunzeni muda maana nyakati hizi ni za uovu. Now, what do you do with your time? Because at some point, me personally naweza sema kwamba kwa maisha yangu mimi, I don't waste time. So the little time I get, I can pick my laptop and draft down a book. Anytime I get, if I'm not doing that, I can maybe pick my notebook and script something down. Or anytime sifanyi hiyo, I can maybe compose a song. So you find that my time is always held up and fixed up. Knowing how to manage my time has helped me on how to multitask and even do all these things that you see I'm doing. Exactly.
Now you're talking about, the younger generations, and the younger generation are really facing a lot.
Exactly.
Now, what are some of the challenges that you think, the challenges that the younger generations are facing, una dhani ziko castrated na situations gani?
Lack of wisdom. I usually say my young generation, most young people do not love reading books.
Right.
Not only reading books, even matters concerning the church and maybe concerning the how they live personally. Young people do not know how to navigate. They do not know how to maybe find their way. Identity crisis is one of the crises that is facing young youths. So I can say my young people lack wisdom. And the Bible says, my people are perishing because they lack wisdom. Exactly. So I can say that is the most challenge that I've seen with young people. And I think there's a way we can actually ensure that we shape our young people to believe in themselves and also seek more wisdom and build capacity to a level where they can be able to navigate in this world. Exactly.
Now let's take a look on your writing journey. Do tell us about when did you start, writing books?
I wrote my first book when I was back at high school. But then nilikuwa tu ile ya kuandika tu chini, unakataka kitabu kidogo, unaandika tu. But I'm that person who believes that when you want something, always write it down on paper. So I believed that me doing this will one day come through or will one day come to pass because I usually believe in scriptures.
Right.
When I read a scripture and it says, write down your visions down on paper and it will come to pass, I usually do what the Bible says. So I did that back when I was in Form 2. And I never knew, haikuwa inijia akilini kwamba siku moja, I'll one day maybe be an author of these 3 books. Or maybe so many books to come because I will write and I'll write and I'll write books. So I never knew that maybe siku moja nitaandika vitabu. Until when I was a first year is when I published, I think, my first book, The Journey of a Gospel Minister. Exactly.
Now let's take a look on the multiple roads to success. And it says, there is a quote there that says, there are many ways to climb a mountain, but the view from the top is the same.
Exactly.
Now, do tell us about this particular book titled Multiple Roads to Success. Of course, it says at the back here, Multiple Roads to Success, a powerful reminder that there is no single formula for achieving greatness. In this inspiring book, Kelvin Nyakundi explores the many paths that lead to success through education, entrepreneurship, talent, leadership, faith, resilience, and purpose. With real-life stories and practical insights, the book challenges the idea that success is defined by wealth or fame. Instead, it celebrates diverse journeys of students rising above adversity, creative pursuing their passions, and everyday people making extraordinary impact. Now, whether you are starting out, reinventing yourself, or searching for meaning, this book will encourage you to embrace your unique journey and trust that your road to success is valid, powerful, and worth taking. Now, kwa vitabu ambazo sisi huona kuna kugana unapata guys it's like a story,
exactly,
but yours is kind of inspirational. So what makes you to take this particular path yenyewe unasema mimi yangu nataka ikuwe hivi, sitaki ikuwe kama hizo novels za kawaida? So what makes you to script your books this way?
I'm an example,
right,
of a miracle. And I'm an example to young people, and I'm also a testimony. Where I am today, has taken multiple roads to be to where I am. So the reason why I scripted that book down, it's because I wanted to inspire young people. There's that mentality whereby we were told by our grandfathers, maybe our parents back at home, right, that if you want to be successful in life, you must go through a system. The 844 system back then, it is now known as CBC imekuja, of which it is very good. But back then tulikuwa tunaambiwa, if you want to be successful, go to school, nursery, ingia class 1, maliza class 1, fika class 8, maliza class 8, ingia form 1 to form 4, maliza form 4, ingia university, from maybe first year to fourth year. Ukimaliza graduate, pata degree yako, pata kajob kako, kama wewe ni mwalimu, jenga kanyumba kako huko nyumbani, oa bibi mmoja, nunua gari, alafu umekuwa successful. Gari tu unaonekana uko kanisani, you are maybe successful, alafu ungoje kukufa. But that is not success.
Right.
Personally, I define success as a legacy, living behind impact. What will people speak about you when you are gone? What will people say about you when you will be not there? That is what we mean success. Today we will remember Nelson Mandela because he fought for independence in South Africa. Today we will remember Barack Obama. When somebody speaks of yes we can, right, he left a statement that tells you that whatever you say can become whatever you say. So through those statements and their impact, we don't remember all those great people because of the cars they drove, or the good maybe suits they wear, or maybe the good houses they build for their homes. No, we remember them because of the impact they left, and that's what I define as success.
Right.
Now, multiple roads to success is a moon script that encourages young people that you can venture into creative media and still be successful. You can venture into music industry and still be successful. Right. You can be a comedian and still be successful. It is not a one-way route. You can venture into great different things and you still reach your destiny because we can view something from a point, but one day all of us will be successful and great. Exactly.
Now let's take a look on the three levels of greatness, written of course by Kelvin Nyakundi, popularly known as Sauti ya Dhahabu, Swahili for Golden Voice, is a renowned global voice over artist, digital marketing expert, author, motivational speaker, and the gospel minister. He is the founder and CEO of Sauti ya Dhahabu Limited, a brand committed to transforming lives through powerful storytelling, digital content creation, advertising products, and personal development training. Kevin is also the advisor or the director of the SYD Voices Training Institute, where he mentors and trains aspiring voice-over artists and content creators, helping them to refine their craft and amplify their unique voices. Through this, or rather his signature tagline, he ni Sauti ya Dhahabu na Kelvin Nyakundi, he has become a recognizable voice across platforms such as Instagram and YouTube, where he shares motivational content and voice-over projects that inspire thousands with the passion of personal growth and communication. Kevin blends creativity and purpose by using his voice and words to empower individuals to become the best versions of themselves. This book is a reflection of his journey, insights, and commitment to uplifting others through knowledge and inspiration. Now, let's do tell us about the 3 levels of greatness. What does the book, what are the contents of the book?
Well, this book, The 3 Levels of Greatness, is a book that I wrote this year. I'll be launching it on September.
Right.
Yeah. And I'll be launching the 3 of them. Now, on this book, The 3 Levels of Greatness, I came to discover that we have young people who desire to be great in future, and they do not know how to navigate through this level towards greatness, or through this journey towards greatness. And I decided to put down some insights on how a young person can venture into greatness. You find that in the journey to greatness, we have different stages. There's a level whereby you will be celebrated, and people will applaud you. They will clap for you. People will give you thumbs up. And there's another level of rejection that will come after the level of celebration has faded off. The level of rejection will come. And after the level of rejection, now there's a 3rd level that usually comes, whereby those great people who have seen greatness have experienced it is known as the transcend level. The level whereby people's opinion does not matter in your life. Whatever people say does not. For example, our president now is at the 3rd level, the level of transcendence,
right,
whereby even if people abuse him, even if people call him Kasongo, even if people call him names, or maybe speak ill of him, those words does not matter. Now I came to discover young people who are rising towards greatness, when they experience the 3rd level before experiencing the 1st or 2nd level, it will be very difficult for them to handle the level of greatness. Greatness is not a walk at the park. It is not very easy to maybe uphold the level of greatness. Sometimes you need to go through applause, you need to go through rejection. Let me tell you one thing. I came to discover that there are people who we work with, and people who we associate ourselves with, and some are even our friends. And at a point, they will celebrate you. They will clap their hands for you. They will cheer you up. But at one point again, the same people who clapped for you will one day shame you off, will one day maybe reject you, or will one day speak ill of you.
Right.
Now you need to know how to maybe navigate in this whole system towards greatness. You need to know, how am I walking towards greatness? If you do not know, maybe you can be disappointed or be depressed on the way. Because what if today those people who celebrated you have rejected you? Or maybe, for example, I usually say, all my followers, all those people who follow me, I usually believe that one day maybe they can even turn against me. You never know.
Right.
And the same person, I usually say, do not ever trust people so much. Don't ever trust people so much. Because the person you'll think is clapping for you, or maybe celebrating you, can be clapping for you, thinking that he's clapping for you, but is warming up his hands to slap you during your downfall.
Right.
So you must be very careful to see, who are my friends? Who are these people? How should I relate with people? How should I walk with people? How should I talk with people? If you know all that, then that is what I've shared in this book. If you know all that, then you'll be able to navigate in this journey of greatness.
Now, your first story, the journey of a gospel minister. Of course, these stories, of course, highlight the other shares his personal story of overcoming adversity, having been raised in a low-income family in a village plagued by witchcraft.
Exactly.
Now, what's the story behind Kevin Nyakundi?
Now, Kelvin Nyakundi is a young man who was born from the farthest end of Nyanza province. And my life has not been a walk at the park. It is a transformational system of a life, whereby I came from a humble background that really believed in God. But at some point in life, when I was growing up, my mom once told me, you know, my son, when you are a kid, there's a time I even thought you will not maybe uta grow, because there's a time you went to a coma. And kuna zile vitu watoto walikuwa wanarushiwa, mtoto anarushiwa akiwa mtoto mdogo analia sana. Sijui zinaitwangaje ni wa community, but I know you know those. So nikaambiwa nirushiwanga hizo vitu don. I cried, I went to a coma, and my mother even cried. She even thought I was dying. So personally, Kelvin Nyagundi maybe could not be here today because of some witchcraft and envious maybe neighbors or friends. So until my mom prayed, she prayed for me, alafu nikarecover baadaye. So I came from all that journey to who I am today. That's what I can say about my starting point and what I've shared in this book, The Journey of a Gospel Minister. And I've shared all my journey through high school, through the university, how I've gone challenges through the university. I myself, to compose songs, it was not easy because I'm also a gospel minister. That's why I've entitled the book, The Journey of a Gospel Minister. It shares all my story and also given some insight on how also my young people who have talents can navigate through this journey when they want to accomplish maybe their dreams.
Now, do tell us about the challenges, of course, you faced, maybe in writing these books, composing songs, and of course, giving inspirations on TikTok and YouTube. What are some of the challenges that you've faced over the years?
First, I'll start on the music ministry. Music ministry has not been very easy. Personally, when an artist wants to compose a song, anaenda kwa studio na anaambiwa it is over 10,000 an audio.
Right.
And maybe a video to shoot is around 15,000. So that is a total amount of 25,000. And remember, I am a young student, a fresher at Mount Kenya University, and I don't have these finances zenye naweza tumia, but I have something inside me that drives me to do something, because I really wished siku moja ningeonekana maybe na watu, or maybe speak or use some wisdom that people can listen, or maybe sing so that people can be inspired or be blessed. So I believed I can do something. So I established myself as a gospel minister all my entire time when I was in university, from first year to fourth year. I really established myself as a gospel minister. So at some point niligundua kwamba it was very difficult for me to record songs. I needed to take a risk for me to record my songs. So ilibidi nisilipe parents zangu. Ilibidi niishi hostel bila kulipa, angalau niweze kucompose kurecord songs zangu, na nifanye nini, niweze kufanya shooting ya wimbo zangu. So I stayed in the hostel for around 4 months without paying. You see, that was I was paying monthly 6,000. Na nikaishi kwa hostel without paying the 6,000 for 4 months. That's a total of almost 24 to 30,000. And hiyo pesa nilikuwa natumia na kimbia studio na record. Let me remind you of something. I remember when I started, before that idea of taking a risk, nilifanyisha mchango. And I want to give credits to Pastor Chris Munene. He was my CU chairperson back then when I was at the university. Ningekimbia studio niambie chukua hiyo 100, nunua maji, ukienda huko ukirekodi ukisikia kiu, credits to him. So let me continue. Nilikuwa nasema I decided to make a group, at least nifanye contribution. And that's why I've never wished hata kuchangisha pesa yoyote maybe kufanya projects zangu. I never wish kabisa. That thing disappointed me till today. Hata wedding yangu mimi usemanga Mungu atanibariki, nitafanya wedding kubwa sana na sitafanyisha michango. Na unajua ni kutokana na maneno yako yenye unasema ndio vitu vinatendeka. So I made a group, and you will agree with this with me, you will agree this with me, that people cannot support you when they don't see whatever you do. So I started a group na nikaambia marafiki zangu, ninataka kuimba, nichangishieni pesa. And let me tell you, nilitengeneza group, nikaeka list. Huko juu nikaeka 1,000 Kelvin Nyakundi nishatwa. Mimi hata hiyo 1,000 mimi mwenyewe si ukuwa nayo. So watu niliado watu kama 30 hivi. Let me tell you, Mashari, there's no one who contributed. Why? Because they have never seen me singing. No one who supported, because they never believed that maybe I could sing. And yes, at my point they were right, because you cannot expect people to support you because they were doubting. Can this person really sing? Can this person, is he joking? So I agree with them at some point. I always say people cannot support you unless they see your vision.
Right.
I term it as provision always follows a vision. So if you don't have a vision, there will be no one, or there will be nobody to provide for you. So you must have a clear vision for people to support you. So to me, I was very comfortable, and even taught me, and it gave me a lesson that people cannot support you unless you do something. So until I recorded my first song, that's when I saw people chipping in and saying, oh, we can share your videos, we can subscribe your songs. I saw people supporting me now. Those people who never maybe showed up their support, they now started supporting me.
Right.
Exactly. So that is a common challenge that is facing most of us when we are starting. We lack finances. We lack capital. Until I took a risk, Macharia, of not paying my line. That's how I recorded my songs and my videos.
Now, even as you wind up, do tell us about where can people find you, maybe in your social media handles, and someone wants to read your books. Where can the person find your books?
You can reach me out at sautiadhahabu@gmail.com, or maybe at my phone numbers 0706 41 57 59, or maybe this is our banner here. Iko kila sehemu kwa social media pages. If you search me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you'll see my packages and whatever I do and everything I do. Yes, you see, these are the services that we offer at Sauti ya Dhahabu, Home of Celebration, and this is our training institute here.
Now, even as we wind up, patia vijana wasia.
Asante sana. Msikilizaji wangu, sisi wengine tulipotoka nyumbani tuliambiwa na wazazi wetu, mkishindwa katika kipaji sitawachapa, ila mkishindwa katika kujituma msirudi nyumbani. Kwa hiyo mkituona mjini tunapambana sana, si kana kwamba tunajitesa, ila kuna mazingira ambayo kabisa tunathamani sisi wengine tutabadilisha. Sisi wengine tumepita katika kichaka cha kuwapenda waliotuvunja mioyo. Sisi wengine tumepita katika matope ya kuamini walioinuka nyuma ya mgongo wetu na kutudunga kisu nyuma ya mgongo wetu. Lakini pia sisi, msikilizaji wangu, sisi ndio wale ambao historia inakataza kabisa kukwama njiani. Hata kama mbele yetu kuna kibao kilichoandikwa hapa pana njia. Nisikilize msikilizaji wangu, iwapo jasho letu ndilo litaamua hatima yetu, basi sisi tupo tayari kuvuja jasho jingi sana. Hii ni Sauti ya Dhahabu. Jina langu ni Kelvin Nyakundi. Hakika ipo siku Afrika pamoja na dunia mzima bila shaka itafurahia kwa sababu yetu. Msikilizaji wangu, nathamani siku zote binadamu angekuwa kama pesa, kiasi kwamba tungewainua juu na kuwatazama angalau kuweza kujua ni nani halisi na nani si halisi. Lakini hayo yote ni adimu kama kutafuta maziwa ya kuku kwenye kifaranga cha kuku. Cha msingi sana, unapotangamana na watu ujua ni nani unayemuita rafiki na nani unayemuita somo wako. Maana yule unayemuita rafiki ana mtu mwenza anayemuita msiri wake, na yule mtu mwenza msiri wake ana mtu mwenza anayemuita msiri wake, na yule mtu mwenza msiri wake ana mtu mwenza msiri wake anayemuita msiri wake. Kwa hiyo utagundua kwamba lile jambo ulilomwambia rafiki yako kidani ndiye msiri wako limeenea kuwa uvumi ukageuka kuwa nomono zikaleta wasiwasi, na baadaye wasiwasi kuleta vitina. Cha msingi sana, unapotangamana na watu ujua ni nani unayemuita rafiki wako. Jina langu ni Kelvin Nyakundi, hii ni Sauti ya Dhahabu. Hakika ipo siku Afrika pamoja na dunia mzima bila shaka itafurahia kwa sababu yetu. Nendeni tu, nikipata kitu nitawatumia. Hayo ndio maneno tuliambiwa na wazazi wetu pindi tu tulipotoka nyumbani baada ya likizo fupi. This was a hopeful statement that we always believed in. Lakini tulijua fika ipo siku tutabadilisha historia nyumbani, na ipo siku wazazi wetu watafurahia kwa sababu yetu. Msikilizaji wangu, nitakwambia kwamba sisi wengine tulipolelewa nyumbani tuliona wazazi wetu wakilewa chakali, baba akija nyumbani na kutufukuza nyumbani. Tuliona mama akihangaika sana kufanya vibarua angalau apate shilingi 100 ili atupeleke shuleni. Sisi wengine kuona chai kwa maziwa kwetu ilikuwa ndoto. Sisi wengine kuona chai kwa mkate katika maisha yetu ilikuwa ndoto tuliyoota mchana na usiku haikutimia. Nisikilize msikilizaji wangu, lakini tulijua Afrika ipo siku tutabadilisha taswira nyumbani, na ipo siku Afrika pamoja na dunia mzima bila shaka itafurahia kwa sababu yetu. Mwanangu, nenda tu na hizo viatu shuleni, nikipata pesa nitakununulia viatu vingine. Ndio maneno tuliambiwa na wazazi wetu pindi tu tulipotoka nyumbani. Hata licha ya viatu zetu kuraruka na wanafunzi wenzetu kutuchekelea shuleni, tulijua fika hakika tukijitahidi sana katika masomo yetu, ipo siku tutavaa viatu vizuri na Afrika pamoja na dunia mzima bila shaka itafurahia kwa sababu yetu. Msikilizaji wangu, jina langu ni Kelvin Nyakundi. Hii ni Sauti ya Dhahabu. Hakika ipo siku Afrika pamoja na dunia mzima bila shaka itafurahia kwa sababu yetu. Shukrani. Kumbuka, ninawapenda sana.
Asante kwa kutenga muda wako leo kuwa nasi hapa runinga EBN. It is exactly 34 minutes past the top of the hour. Many thanks, of course, your feedback here on Facebook. I can see Judy Simiyu, Shiro Favored, Caleb Musyoki, CBS, David Njue, Teddy Samist, and Bertos Wilbert, Daniel N. Chege, Oliver Music, Stella Elizabeth, Mika Cynthia Nanjala, and of course, just about to name a few. And asante sana for actually making time to be with us. Just in case you missed out of this particular conversation, you can actually get that on our Facebook and as well as on YouTube. You are live on Facebook and as well as on YouTube as EBN TV. My name is Martin Mashara, signing off. Do yourself a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your viewing, and let's meet again later on in the day, even as we continue keeping you up to speed, those making headlines from across our 47 counties and of course across the borders as far as news is concerned. My name is Martin Mashara once again. Let's meet again, rather let's do this again when God says we do.